So we're here in Glasgow, in the merchant city of Glasgow, in the social hub, as we welcome owners from around the world, mostly from the United States. I have to say it's the first owners meet-up of the Caledonian Braves, and it's amazing to see so many people here who've invested in the club and have travelled across the Atlantic Ocean, and some of them just from Belfast, and actually some locals as well here tonight. And it's an amazing vibe. It's a great, lot of good energy. Have you met Ricky?
How you doing?
Eric, Ricky Ward.
How you doing, mate? You alright?
Awesome. This is
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. How are you? You alright?
What's your name? Let me see this. How you doing, mate? You alright? Aye. How are you feeling amongst all the Americans? Alright. Good, mate. Don't be shy getting amongst it, you know, that's the point. You know Ricky, you met Ricky before?
Yeah, no.
Ross, you know Ross, me Neil? He's a local boy from Chapel Hill. So it's good to have a few locals in it.
Is that the boy you keep talking about?
I give you a mention, didn't I? Good on you, mate. Good.
It is absolutely surreal. You know, having invested in the club and meeting these people online, like actually being here, meeting the team, meeting the co-owners, it's just nuts. I'm already looking forward to coming back.
So we just do that, and then people sign it and you have a wee memento, do you know what I mean? Thanks guys, that's the department. Is this your department? Yeah. Brilliant, mate. San Antonio. Excellent, appreciate that, man. Have you been able to see any of the police here in Scotland? Have you?
We went to the museum.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, just to kick around. My time's coming to an end, so.
Brilliant, mate. I appreciate that. It's really a kind gesture, man. Thanks a lot. So obviously, for me, it's absolutely it's amazing to see people coming to Glasgow. We always say that obviously it's a Glasgow-based club, Caledonian Braves, but we're trying to showcase the best that Scotland has to offer. We have owners who've came across from America, travelling Scotland, up in the Isle of Skye, up in the Highlands, coming to Glasgow, eating the local food. Some of them are even asking in the group chat where they can find a deep fried Mars bar. So all of that's brilliant. I'm a proud Glaswegian. I may live in Paris, but I'm never as proud to be a Glaswegian as when people come here and I can share the city with people from abroad, and it's great, and it's a really nice event. I'm really looking forward to it. So there's a lot going on at the minute in social media, but did Katy Perry really go to space or no?
What's he saying?
Did Katy Perry really go into space?
Oh, well, it's borderline.
Borderline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the edge, right? But yeah, like us.
Is that, can we quote NASA quote? Can we use?
Yeah, you're gonna get me in trouble.
Oh, man, what's happening? Let the guy go talk to people, man. But you try to get him over the island, aye?
Aye, yeah, he's coming over here.
How much do I need to pay you? Ito! Already had them good with mayonnaise.
Alright, Chris, one time, sorry. Sorry to bother you.
No worries, mate.
My wife will love it, thank you.
If you're looking for a place to belong, if you're looking for a club to get behind, if you're looking for an outstanding opportunity to be a part of a global community, do it, and do it now.
I'm Eduardo. I come all the way from Mexico City.
Hi, my name is Jen Burke. I'm from Columbia, Missouri.
I'm James Burnell. I'm from Wexford in Ireland.
Hi, I'm Doug Keating. I live in Northern Virginia, right outside Washington, D.C.
Dan from Connecticut.
Super happy and super proud to be here supporting the Braves.
I'm here supporting the Braves this weekend on Owners Weekend.
Proud owner of Caledonian Braves. Great to be here today to support the Braves.
I'm here supporting the Braves today. Come on, you Braves.
Go Braves.
Go Braves.
Go Braves.
Vamos Braves.
Welcome to Alliance Park. It's our humble home. Doesn't look like much, but we're proud to call it home. I'm really excited, to be honest. You know, it's like I think most people know by now that we have an international ownership community with owners from around the world, but it's absolutely still blows my mind, if I'm being honest, you know, to see folk actually coming to Scotland to support Caledonian Braves in Tier 5, flew over from all over America to be here, and it's great to see that, you know, it really is. It's really heartwarming. and it's something that makes me feel really grateful. I'm really thankful for that, but also I'm humbled by it as well. You know, that people would choose to come all the way over here. Real sense of community, real good energy. We had a nice evening last night, question and answers with myself, Ricky, and Ross in the Social Hub Hotel. It was excellent, and obviously today they come to Alliance Park for the first time. Most of them used to seeing it on YouTube or Facebook in the live stream, so I think it'll be a wee bit different for them today actually being here. But they seem to be really enjoying themselves, you know, giving them the best Scottish hospitality that we can. I know they've drank a few cans of Tennent's in there in the hospitality, and a few cans of Iron Brew.
I'll just start moving this about here.
Good.
So we're here in Glasgow in the Merchant City of Glasgow in the Social Hub as we welcome owners from around the world, mostly from the United States. I have to say it's the first owners meet-up of the Caledonian Braves, and it's amazing to see so many people here who've invested in the club and have travelled across the Atlantic Ocean, and some of them just from Belfast, and actually some locals as well here tonight. And it's an amazing vibe. It's a great a lot of good energy. Have you met Ricky?
How you doing?
Eric, Ricky Ward.
How you doing, mate? Testing. 1, 2. Video. Testing. Wait a minute.
You alright?
So we're here in Glasgow in the Merchant City of Glasgow in the Social Hub as we welcome owners from around the world, mostly from the United States. I have to say it's the first owners meet-up of the Caledonian Braves, and it's amazing to see so many people here who've invested in the club and have travelled across the Atlantic Ocean, and some of them just from Belfast, and actually some locals as well here tonight. And it's an amazing vibe. It's a great a lot of good energy. Have you met Ricky?
How you doing?
Eric, Ricky Ward.
How you doing, mate? You alright?
Awesome. This is
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. How are you? You alright?
What's your name? Let me see, Russia. How you doing, mate? You alright? Aye. How are you feeling amongst all the Americans? Alright. Good, mate. Don't be shy getting amongst it, you know, that's the point. You know Ricky, aye, you met Ricky before? Ross, you know Ross, mate, he's a local boy from Chapel Hill. So it's good to have a few locals in it. Is that the boy you keep talking about? I gave you a mention, didn't I? Good on you, mate. Good.
It is absolutely surreal. You know, having invested in the club and meeting these people online, like actually being here, meeting team, meeting co-owners, it's just nuts. I'm already looking forward to coming back.
So we just do that, and then people sign it, and you have a wee memento. Do you know what I mean? Thanks, guys. That's the department. Is this your department? Yeah. Brilliant, mate. San Antonio. Excellent. Appreciate that, man. Have you been able to see any of the police here in Scotland? Have you?
We went to the museum.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, just to kick around. My time's coming to an end, so.
Brilliant, mate. I appreciate it, actually, a kind gesture, man. Thanks a lot. So obviously, for me, it's absolutely it's amazing to see people coming to Glasgow I always say that obviously it's a Glasgow-based club, Caledonian Braves, but we're trying to showcase the best that Scotland has to offer. We have owners who've came across from America, travelling Scotland, up in the Isle of Skye, up in the Highlands, coming to Glasgow, eating the local food. Some of them are even asking in the group chat where they can find a deep fried Mars bar. So all of that's brilliant. I'm a proud Glaswegian. I may live in Paris, but I'm never as proud to be a Glaswegian as when people come here and I can share the city with people from abroad, and it's great, and it's a really nice event. I'm really looking forward to it. So there's a lot going on at the minute in social media, but did Katy Perry really go to space or no?
What's he saying?
Did Katy Perry really go into space?
Oh, well, it's borderline.
Borderline?
Yeah. On the edge, right? But yeah, like us.
Is that, can we quote NASA quote? Can we use?
Yeah, you're going to give me a trouble.
Good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to Forthbank Stadium here in Stirling. We're in for a treat tonight as we get a Lowland League game of football underneath the lights, with the Ocos in the background looking grey, black and menacing. I'm delighted to be able to bring you to the lineups for this evening. We'll start with Stirling, the University of Stirling, the home team today. In goals, number 1, Alex Sutherland. 2, Caelan Ledingham. 3, Lewis Blaine. 4, Duncan Laird. 5, Ben Heal. 6, Liam Trotter. 7, James Malcolm. 8, Alex Jeans. 10, Finlay Moffat. 11, Ewan Walker. And 19, Thomas Vonk. On the substitutes bench for University of Stirling, we have 12, Sam Martin, 14, Nathan Talent, 15, Jay Burns, 16, Archie Gibson, 17, Julian Donan, and 21, Callum Barlow. For your Caledonian Braves tonight, we have a potential lineup looking of in goal, Kyle King. 3 centre backs of Robbie Stewart, Dan Martins, Jack Brown. Across the midfield, Ewan Devaney, John Guthrie, Zach Butterworth, with Ryan Murray, Don McMahon, and up front, Lennon Walker and Ross McNeil. Our team's just coming out now here at Forthbank. You can see the Braves are in their blue home shirt, and University of Stirling in their traditional green. A massive welcome to all of our owners that are over early. We've got a big weekend coming up with some Friday night events and then a game against Trinent at Alliance Park and the player awards after that. So we've got some people over already, and it's great to see them here. And I know there's quite a few people in Scotland that weren't able to make it up to Stirling at the time. And Kath, I know you're already online, so it's good to see, and I hope you've enjoyed your tour since I last saw you in various different places in Ireland and as well here in Scotland. So I'm sure we're in for a good game of football here. Maybe slightly different from what we've seen recently in terms of the Lowland League. And hopefully our audio is working okay here today. We were having an issue or two just before kick-off, but hopefully that's all sorted. If somebody could let me know in the chat if they can hear me okay, that would be fantastic. As Blaine, Stirling Uni just looking to get a few early touches in this game. Sutherland, of course, Stirling University, a bit of an anomaly in the Lowland League in terms of the way that they recruit the players. They are all students here at Stirling University. They only bring players through from the university. It's been quite successful for them over the years. Moffat looking to turn. He's got around Dan Martins and John Guthrie in there. And an early chance for University to put some pressure on Kyle King's goal. Kyle King getting his turning goal today. Bernie White is on the bench, so maybe just a little bit of an injury concern, not enough to keep him off of the bench. Now, for your substitutes in terms of Caledonian Braves, as I say, we do have Bernie White. We also have Sasha Finlayson, a name that is a new one to me as well. We have Conor McLaren, Reg McLaren, Callum Bigger. As this ball goes in towards that back post, Brown there with the clearance. And an early shot there from James Malcolm, the number 7 for Stirling University, or we'll just call him the University at this point in time. Of course, I mentioned the Owners' Weekend, the events that are coming up. A Q&A session with Chris and Ricky at the hotel in Fernet, the social hub. I know there's a lot of people obviously coming over, but if you're not able to come over, there's an email that was sent round to get your questions in. It'll all be recorded and then made available as well. So if you do have any questions that you want to put forward, please check your emails, check your spam, and there's a link there that will allow you to submit some questions, I think up until Thursday of this week. That's one over the top. Walker trying to challenge with Butterworth, but as always with Butterworth, you know you're going to get that work rate coming back as well as that quality going forward. A big thank you to everyone just letting me know that the audio's working okay. All the regular listeners will know that there's been one or two issues with audio just at the start of games recently, so it's good to know that it's up and running. A commanding header at the back from Lewis Blaine. That's all the way through to Cal King. Devaney. Butterworth there to pick up that loose ball. Zach Butterworth coming off a game against Bonnyrigg there where he tormented the left back for Bonnyrigg and picked up a couple of assists whilst he was on there. McMahon. It's great to see Robbie Stewart back in the starting lineup as well. He's been in a great vein of form. In fact, picked up the official catch-ups player of the month for last month, and the form that he's shown, particularly in that centre half position. So it's really good to see him back after what was a heavy head knock against Albion Rovers, I think it was. And Martin's put under pressure by Joe Walker. Walker. Heel. And now looking for Walker around the outside. And Jack Brown will see that one through comfortably. Cowkane just taking his time. Send that one long. McNeil trying to use his body up against the defence. Butterworth. Two men on him. Butterworth trying to go round the outside of Laird. Again, picking up where he left off. Zach Butterworth just really looking to be direct, run at that defender as much as he possibly can. An opportunity for Ryan Murray to send this one long. You see Dan Martin's heading up. Ewan Devaney's good in the air as well. Murray with plenty of space to get a run up. That's long towards that near post, but cleared away only as far as McMahon. And Murray drills that one in, but cleared away by Blaine. Moffat. So definitely a danger man for the University, Finlay Moffat, top goal scorer this season. And Vonk trying to get the better of Guthrie. Devaney back with Guthrie. The Braves try to play their way out in the defensive third. Walker. And Lewis Blaine there doing well against Lennon Walker. Guthrie in with a solid challenge out to Devaney. Devaney looking to use the pace of Lennon Walker up against Duncan Laird. And a tall number 4 there at centre back for the Uni, just taking no chances and getting that one cleared. You get knowing the threat of Lennon Walker's pace, not wanting to take any chances. So, Alec, yeah, we great when you guys are getting over. I know there's a lot of people either in the air now or heading towards the airport in the next few hours in order to get over here to Scotland for the event on Friday, and obviously the game against Trinent on Saturday, which will be a difficult game indeed. But then we have the player awards and the dinner afterwards. It's flicked on towards McNeil. Can he break down? Walker, Ewan Walker gets that clear to Moffat. Just looking to roll Jack Brown. Matthew Thomas Vonk's going to be offside, but aware of that, he stopped his run. Vonk putting Guthrie under pressure. Martins. Walker. Lennon Walker looking to use those fast feet, but playing Dan Martins in a little bit of trouble. Heel. That'll be quite a combative battle there between the two number 5s in midfield, and John Guthrie and Ben Heel. Neither of them are going to shirk out of those challenges. Blaine. Stirling looking to get a bit of time to walk. Murray there. Managed to step in front of Heel. Murray trying to go around the outside. He's just overrun that there, Ryan Murray. Murray. Now Devaney trying to get his head up again, looking for that early one towards Lennon Walker. Walker in the chest, looking to go past Walker into the box. Walker, and he tries to slide through, and Ross McNeil's there, but excellent block. Lennon Walker just trying to slide it to the side of Sutherland, but he's done very well. And then McNeil with a shot off, but a good block by the Stirling University defence. And we're seeing a yellow card picked up for John Guthrie. Just a little bit of a tug back there from John Guthrie, picking up that yellow card, just stopping that break. But a good chance there from Lennon Walker, and an excellent save. The young keeper just spreading himself wide. So an early warning for that Stirling Uni backline. And Lennon Walker with a chance to bring the ball down and get turned. And once Lennon's done that, there's not many defenders in this league are going to keep up with him. Laird. Back to centre half Blaine. Uni quite happy just to try and pull the Braves forward. Guthrie. Having picked up that early yellow card. Robbie Stewart. Stirling picking up that loose ball. And by now with Sutherland. Is he coming up big for his team? And that early Lennon Walker chance, doing the right thing, try to stay upright and stay as big as he could for as long as he could, forcing Lennon Walker to take the shot. That's towards this back post. That's a cross off Kyle King. Jack Brown almost turning it into his own net there, as Ewan Walker was lurking at that back post. A fortunate one into the chest of Kyle King. Now Devaney. His pocket picked by Hugh. Vonk. He's got Moffat looking for that one down the side, but it's misplaced. Jack Brown, he'll carry that over midfield. A comfortable one for Liam Trotter there, the number 6 coming in, just taking it off of Jack Brown's toes. Guthrie. That's one for Walker. He cuts that back. It's a nice cut back from Lennon. Just a little bit behind Ross McNeil though. Quite an interchangeable lineup by the Braves here. We've seen a lot of rotation there into a flat back four at times when the Braves are in possession, and then dropping back to a back three out with possession. So a little bit of movement set up by head coach Ricky Waddle in this game. As Moffat looks to pull that one back. Guthrie there. Now Walker, and bounce eludes him. Now Brown. He's got Butterworth on the outside of him and Lennon Walker and Ross McNeil ahead of him. Murray. Another solid season from Ryan Murray. Towards Ross McNeil, trying to get out to his right foot and just blocked off as he tries to bring it inside the defender. We've seen another solid season for Ryan Murray, second one with the team. I guess the young player of the year last season for the Braves. That's one for McNeil. McNeil, he's through a goal, he touches it to Lennon Walker. Walker, and that'll be there. The flag stays down, and the Braves take an early 1-0 lead. Ross McNeil unselfishly laying the ball off to Lennon Walker. And that puts the Braves 1-0 up. Great interlinking play by the front two for the Braves, and Ross McNeil, knowing that he couldn't really have the advantage there, just letting that across to the open, Lennon Walker to roll that into the net. And Martin's down there challenging with Vonk. I'll be off. Off of Liam Trotter now for a throw to the Braves. So similar to the game against Bonnyrigg, a nice early goal from the Braves. And hopefully we'll see the team build on that from here. Stirling Uni coming into this game in 15th place in the Lowland League, 34 points from those games, and not in the best run of form, to be honest, over the last 4 games in the league. A 0-0 draw against Berwick, a 5-0 loss to Stirling Albion, a 5-0 loss to Tranent, but a 2-1 win against Cowdenbeath for the Uni. And of course for the Braves, coming into this game as well, obviously struggling a little bit in terms of picking up the 3 points with a loss against Bonnyrigg, a loss against Albion Rovers, a draw against Broxburn, and a loss against Linlithgow. And for the eagle-eyed of you, you'll see Lord Cavender and Robert Reeves and Speedy down there, and that line of 4 gentlemen standing watching the game. Now Murray. Walker. Braves just try and move that ball around, make it to the work for them. Walker now down the outside. Lennon Walker, he's going to have the pace to get into the box. Walker looking at it and make that cut back. It's over the head of Bartworth though. Can McMahon pick it up? That's going to be cleared by Trotter. Martin's there fighting away again with Vonk. Jack Brown just skipping past. Devaney just being tripped over there by Alex Jeans, a little bit too enthusiastic from the University midfielder. King looking to send this one long. He's got Ross McNeil out there. Devaney picks it up. Devaney looking round the outside of Leddington. And that's going to come off the University defender, and that'll be up for a corner kick to the Braves. So I do have my fingers crossed for everybody who's travelling over the next few days. I know there's been a few kind of horror stories being floating around about flights being cancelled, and happened to our own Jen Burke having a bit of a nightmare getting out of Iceland, who's hiding a little bit further away so she can't actually get here. Can't hear me from the mic. But Jen is safely here. I hope everybody else manages to get through airports and additional security nice and smoothly. It's Butterworth back to Robbie Stewart. McMahon. Stewart. I would moan about my journey up to Forthbank today, getting diverted and having it go down via Kincardine, but it seems a rather small fry compared to what's been going on as McNeil looks to challenge through. McNeil, he's going to be... Are we going to see a red card? That's going to be a red card for a Stirling University player, and we are going to see a penalty kick as Ross McNeil got his body in between the defender and the ball and was just dragged down as he was looking to get his shot off. An opportunity here for the Braves to double their lead from the penalty spot. I would imagine we're going to see Ross McNeil standing up taking this. It's actually going to be given just outside the box. I thought I guess Ross just kept his run going a little bit and going down, but the referee certainly acknowledging that the initial foul out with the box. As Devaney looks to take this. That's into the wall. Now McMahon trying to get his shot off. Now Butterworth. University down to 10 men now. Butterworth looking to go round the outside to the byline. Butterworth stands it up to that back post, well, too much on it for Ross McNeil. Robbie Stewart doing excellent now. Stewart. Certainly is. Things go, everything looking to start to stack itself up in favour of the Braves in this game. An early goal, an early red card for the University. Braves just need to play smart football. Oh, nice little bit of footwork there. And Lewis Blaine calling on the referee to take action out. Long looking for Vonk, but Brown up there. Now Walker comes out of that 50-50, Lennon Walker. Murray. He's got nobody out to the left of him. Devaney shouting for it. He's trying to make up ground now. Devaney, feed that one in. A big shout for a handball there coming from the bench. That's picked up by Brown. He's had his pocket picked by Vonk. Thomas Vonk looking to go round Brown. Temper's starting to flare a little bit. The Braves need to do nothing silly here. They've got all the advantage. The players just need to keep their composure. Walker finds Vonk. Martins is in there. Devaney again being that out ball for the Braves as they try and play their way out of defence. McNeil try to pressure. Now Devaney. I've highlighted this the last couple of games, but Robbie Stewart certainly looking comfortable in that centre half position, making that step inside with an injury to Greg Stewart, who's just a few rows ahead of us, alongside Jack McDowell and Cammy Bredner and Aidan Crockery. Unfortunately, quite a lengthy injury list here at the Braves. That's a loose one that'll be picked up by Lennon Walker. To Devaney again, that out ball for Devaney. He's always got plenty of time and space. Butterworth. He'll fancy that round the outside. And there goes Butterworth around Ewan Walker. And he looks to cut that back towards the penalty spot. But Blaine positioned himself well. Brown, that's off the chest and picked up by Moffat. He's got Vonk out, trying to make some distance outside of him. Moffat, he's going to fancy a shot. Oh, that bounced just in front of Kyle King. And only just got turned away from the corner. A bit of a wicked bounce on that daisy cutter there from Finlay Moffat. Popped up just in front of the Braves goalkeeper and pushed out wide for a first corner kick of the game for the University. Just a reminder that early red card for the University, down to 10 men now. And the Braves with the early lead through Lennon Walker. A nice little bit of interplay between him and Ross McNeil, setting up an easy chance for Lennon Walker to tap home from about 5 yards out. Swung in towards Kyle King, but Brown was there. McMahon try to put pressure on heel. That came off of Don McMahon's arm. Oh, that's good to know, Kath. The video quality's coming through well. Vonk just turn that one on towards Malcolm. Trotter. Uni happy to come back. Try and keep hold of the ball for a little bit with that man disadvantage that they've got. Moffat. Uni are not going to want him to see Finlay Moffat out this wide too often. They're going to want him in and around that penalty box. He's got Brown and Butterworth in front of him. He just tries to whip that in left foot, but didn't get around it enough. Oh, yeah, some folk tuning in from Turkey as well. Fantastic, good to have everybody tuning in from around the world. And there was not a 5-0 against Albion Rovers. I do apologise. I took that result from Sofa Sore's last list of University of Stirling's results, so I do apologise if that's incorrect. Moffat Again, looking to get that shot away. This time managed to get it onto his right foot, but that's a good few yards wide of Kel King's far post. Back with Brown. Guthrie. I should remind Guthrie on that yellow card in the opening few minutes of the game. That's a loose one. It's going to be picked up by Vonk. Vonk skips past Robbie Stewart. I had Malcolm running through. Cal King now a good starting position out to smother that. But a nice little break from the University still in there. Working that ball down the right hand side. Devaney and looking for Lennon Walker and down that left hand channel. But that was blocked by the University of Stirling. Obviously Lennon Walker peel out into those channels because he knows he's going to have the beating of any of the defenders in a foot race. If the ball doesn't end up that way, it does create a bit of space for Ross McNeil more centrally as well. The defenders having to worry about Lennon going down the outside. I think we saw a little bit of that when we saw the red card as well. Ross McNeil looking to break through the middle and defenders worrying about the run from Lennon Walker. Now Butterworth. Brown. By now Guthrie. Murray. Again, that time and space for Devaney out there on that left hand side. You want to see a bit of quality with that time and space. That's towards McMahon. McMahon for McNeil up there for the overhead kick, and that's going to be a free kick. A bit dangerous play as the defender going in. Hopefully the young lad's okay. I think he managed to get his arms up and block a little bit of that. It didn't take it full in the face. You can see the apologies there from Ross McNeil. He had no idea that the defender was coming in. He was fully committed to that overhead kick. But thankfully the young lad, as I say, looked like he managed to get his arms up and block Ross's foot as it was coming in. Devaney. This time it's Walker looking to take on Blaine, and Walker's past him. Lennon Walker. Well, he's looking for a little bit of support. He's Lewis Blaine now, just pushing into the back of Lennon Walker, and as soon as Lennon feels that, he's going to go down, as you would expect all strikers to do, and just pick up a free kick. Try to keep the pressure on that University back line. Hunter, you're in motion. You heading towards the airport, are you, sir? Oh, Martins. It's going to be another free kick. I just felt Dan Martins was just too physical at that back post on the top of Lewis Blaine. Hunter, hope all things are smooth going through the airport. Sutherland just sending his back line forward. Just looking to get some distance. Walker. It's going to be off Guthrie and out for a University throw-in. Dan Martins there, but it's turned by Moffat. He's looking to feed Vonk. It's just a little bit too heavy for Thomas Vonk to on, and Jack Brown able to get back. Butterworth. It's a nice turn though by Finlay Moffat, and the right idea in terms of sliding Thomas Vonk through. Just a little bit too much pace on it. Martins, McNeil, Butterworth. Chance to open his legs a little bit. He's found McMahon. McMahon, he's got Lennon Walker. McMahon. He's got as far as Devaney now. Devaney cuts inside on his right foot, tries to get a shot away, but goes Lennon Walker. Oh, and what a save by Alex Sutherland. Huge right hand there from Sutherland, getting down to block Lennon Walker. Lennon Walker was almost away to celebrate there, but that huge right hand there from the University number 1, stopping that one from crossing the line. Now Heel looking to play that one towards Vonk. It's going to be picked up again by Heel. At least one though. Martins looking for Walker. And Guthrie looking to close that down, but it's picked up by Malcolm. Oh, he's got Trotter. Trotter looking to go around the outside. It's Jeans, sorry. Now Walker. Ewan Walker sending that one in. McNeil with Heel. Murray trying to put pressure on the number 5 in the centre of midfield for the University. Well, stoppage in play. Oh, you just see some familiar faces in the crowd, and we finally managed to get her on camera. There she is. There's Jen Burke. There's a few people haven't spotted Mark Cavender and Speedy and Robert Reeves there. Just wondering if Jen's definitely here. And there you go. There's proof that she's here. She may not be happy about that, but I think we tested the limit of how far we can twist the camera on that tripod as well. Oh, yeah. As always, for everybody who's watched Brave games throughout the season, it's not an unusual sight seeing John Guthrie walking off next to Leanne after being involved in a bit of a heavy challenge. But 9.9 times out of 10, John's always back on. Of course, deputising it right back against Bonnyrigg last weekend, John. That's it, and Blaine, I just couldn't get the direction on that header, Lewis Blaine. He's just looking to flick that.
Issues with the sound. Trying to sort out some of the sound issues that we have, so hopefully that's maybe right. People can let me know. Clark, it'd be grateful if you could let me know.
I'll get back.
They can hear the ambient sort of noise, you know what I mean?
Must be coming for here then.
Now Sutherland, send that one clear. That should be a comfortable one. Oh, Jack and Butterworth and Brown getting too close to each other there. They just need to keep their concentration levels up. I say with the man advantage. That's one over the top for Walker. He stayed onside. Lennon Walker. That's good coverage by Lewis Blaine getting his foot across there. Questioning his back line why there was nobody there to help.
Apologies for the issues that we're having with the sound. Interfering with your enjoyment of the game today. Braves 1-0 up. Also, University being down to 10 men. Was that back post Martin? It's going to be picked up by McMahon looking at just being past both and off and picks his pocket.
Again?
Inside the post.
And we're just changing to another microphone again. Hopefully, maybe that one will start to pick up. I'm not entirely sure how we've been managing to pick up match noise without actually hearing from us, because we were down to running just one microphone, but hopefully this one is now picking up the commentary as well as the wider noises. Butterworth just rides that challenge. McMahon. And I think I am, yep, now back. Apologies for the ongoing sound issues that we've been having in that first half, but hopefully you've been able to enjoy what you've seen so far. Good few chances created from the Braves in that early goal from Lennon Walker. Some unselfish work from Ross McNeil has put the Braves firmly 1-0 up. And again, as I say, the University fortunately going down to 10 men early on with a red card for a pull back on Ross McNeil as he was going through on goal. We will just head off, manage to get ourselves a beverage before we start again, and apologies once more for the issues we've been having with the audio, and we hope to see you in about 15 minutes time.
So we're here in Glasgow, in the merchant city of Glasgow, in the social hub, as we welcome owners from around the world, mostly from the United States. I have to say it's the first owners meet-up of the Caledonian Braves, and it's amazing to see so many people here who've invested in the club and have travelled across the Atlantic Ocean, and some of them just from Belfast, and actually some locals as well here tonight, and it's an amazing.
For your Caledonian Braves, in terms of the starting lineups, you see in goal Bernie White, and then across the back we have Devaney, Brown, that's Bonnie Rigg looking to attack early, Brown, Martins, Guthrie, Murray, Conor McLaren, Don McMahon, Butterworth, Walker and McNeil up front. Of course, Bonnie Rigg Rose up in second place at the moment, not too far behind Clydebank, certainly looking to bounce straight back up into League 2 as this one comes in. That's out to the edge of the box. Jones is going to pick it up. Back now with Jones. Jones, send it in. That's just a low touch. Oh, and that'll be Conor McLaren to swing it in. Again, apologies, you have to just trust me on that one. That's towards that back post. McNeil just tries to feed it back into the 6-yard line, but again, that's cleared away by the Bonnie Rigg Rose back line. But they've certainly got plenty of aerial threat going forward. That's it again. Now Dan Martin's off the chest, but he's had his pocket picked. That's over the top towards McGarvey. McGarvey tries to get it back. That's blocked by McNeil. Only his first Curry. Out to Jones. Jones looks to send that one out. Wait, he's gone underneath that, but is it going to stay in? It has indeed. And Bernie White's down at his near post there, managing to block that snapshot. McLaren. He sent it low. Oh, and Conley down there, managing to get a firm hand on that, just making sure it makes it past the post. Now McNeil. Walker obviously in an offside position. Now McLaren. McLaren looking for McMahon. McMahon. Butterworth. He's got McGarvey. Butterworth trying to get the ball towards McNeil. And it's in! Conor McLaren coming in at the edge. Butterworth getting past his man, cutting that ball across. And Conor McLaren had continued his run into the box. And there was a tap in there as Conley threw himself across his goal. Murray gets a touch. That's back now with Murray. It's made with a solid challenge. That's towards Ross. Cameron Ross, he'll take that on, and he's found the bottom corner. Cameron Ross. Lee Curry, again, he's got men on the edge of the box. Send this in with pace towards that back post. McNeil completes the clearance. Now Conley trying to keep that in play. Conley looking to send that in. I think he's got too much out of that, but Ross is there. And that's going to be off Devaney and out for a... Again, he'll just look to put it in plenty of pace. Sends that in. White gets a punch onto it, only as far as the edge of the box, and Guthrie's got Butterworth out to his right hand side. Looks for Walker though. Walker with a turn. Looking for a left foot shot, Lennon Walker. That's just into the midriff of young Ross Conley in the goal. The referee's playing advantages. McLaren's down. Butterworth. Again with McGarvey looking to go around the outside, and he gets past him towards that back post. McNeil trying to send that one over the top. He has indeed. Ross McNeil sent that ball back where it came from. Butterworth getting past McGarvey and getting that cross in. McNeil just floats that back towards that far post. He's just running really far behind. And the referee brings this first half to an end. 2-1, Caledonian Braves lead. That goals from Conor McLaren and Ross McNeil. McLaren back now with Devaney. Devaney looking around to go around the outside of Lang. He's trying to get that one across. He does indeed. McNeil at the back post. He's trying to send it back again. That's over the bar from Ross McNeil. Almost a carbon copy attempted header from Ross McNeil. Now Jones looking to pick it up, but Murray's there. Murray managing to skip through McNeil. He's got McLaren. He's got nobody on the left hand side though. Murray keeping his run going. Falls to McNeil. McNeil taking a shot from distance, but never looking too confident there. Feeds it back to Curry. That's only Jones trying to get a touch onto it. He has. Ross picks it up. Cameron Ross. He's got 3 Braves players around him. He still lifts it towards Mackenzie Scott. That's a touch. Now Scott surely, and it's under the legs of Bernie White. Mackenzie Scott, far too much time and space there, and he forward is not going to miss from there. 2-2. Scott back now with Mackenzie Scott. Lang looking to send that one out to Jones. I saw that well, Lang. Jones now looks to rifle that in. Fed through it. And now Mackenzie Scott again. Just try to turn. Edge of the box now for Lang. Lang's cut across that, but that's one for McNeil. Challenge now. Walker trying to get him behind. Lennon Walker, he's got his body there. Bigger with him. Callum Bigger left footed. Oh, good stop there by Conley. Bigger thought he had managed to roll it past him. Now down the other end, Jones up challenging. Now Cameron Ross. That bounce just, I think he fancied a strike there, but he's going to try and drill that one across. Oh, and it's off the heel of Mackenzie Scott. Looking at the edge of the box to Curry. Curry will take that one left foot into the top corner. Lee Curry. There's nothing Bernie White could do about that. That was in the postage stamp from Lee Curry. That big number one into the 6-yard box. Looking to try and cause as much of a problem as he can. Now we need a good ball in at this point. It's floated towards that back post. Edge of the box, Guthrie takes the strike, a deflection, double deflection off of Lee Curry, and that's out. It's going to be another corner kick. Again, taking the time, and that's the final kick of the game. The Braves having led twice in this match here at New Dundas Park. And an absolute screamer from Lee Curry for Bonnyrigg to give Bonnyrigg the 3 points today. 3-2 the final score. Hope everybody enjoyed what was a very end-to-end game of football. We saw plenty of goals here today. Unfortunately, from the Braves' point of view, the wrong end of these 5 goals.
Anytime, it's always been incredibly positive when they've spoke to me, or where I've maybe read some things here or there. Generally, it's been positive, but and about the squad and about the team, and I think they give the club a real identity. Not just a local community like a Bonnyrigg, which is fantastic, seeing the crowd today, but this global community of supporters and owners that we've got, it's second to none. So I'm always proud to be part of that. Anytime, it's always been incredible. Any time it's always been incredibly positive when they've spoke to me, or where I've maybe read some things here or there. Generally it's been positive, but and about the squad and about the team, and I think they give the club a real identity, not just a local community like a Bonnyrigg, which is fantastic seeing the crowd today, but this global community supporters and owners that we've got, it's second to none. So I'm always proud to be part of that. Anytime it's always been incredibly positive when they've spoke to me, or where I've maybe read some things here or there. Generally it's been positive, but and about the squad and about the team, and I think they give the club a real identity, not just a local community like a Bonnyrigg, which is fantastic seeing the crowd today, but this global community supporters and owners that we've got, it's second to none. So I'm always proud to be part of that. Anytime it's always been incredibly positive when they've spoke to me, or where I've maybe read some things here or there. Generally it's been positive, but and about the squad and about the team, and I think they give the club a real identity, not just a local community like a Bonnyrigg, which is fantastic seeing the crowd today, but this global community supporters and owners that we've got, it's second to none. So I'm
Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, the teams are just making their way back out onto the park. The University out first, and there's John Guthrie leading the Braves out for the second half. So hopefully we have fixed our audio problems. Again, I do apologise for the intermittent loss of sound as the first half went on. But we look forward to the second half of football here at Forthbank Stadium. The dark skies now shrouding the Yokels just off to my left hand side. So unfortunately one of my most favourite views from a football stadium is now gone. But we'll live with that. I'm just having a little bit of a look across the teams. I don't see any changes from a Braves point of view, and certainly from, I would have thought, Ricky Waddle's school of thought, there would be no need to change anything. Things were quite positive for the Braves in the first half. In terms of the University, I'm just looking to see if they have made any changes. Haven't gone down to that 10 men with that red card challenge on Ross McNeil. And we're underway. Devaney. Kenny always had time and space. You and Devaney out on that left hand side. Always an out ball for the Braves. Sutherland sends that long, came up big on 2 occasions for the University in that first half. Excellent save from Ross McNeil and an even better one from Lennon Walker down low to his right hand side. Braves just not able to build on that 1-goal lead that they took in. Hopefully we're going to see them do so in the second half. Jeans sends that one forward. Heel in, challenge him. Robbie Stewart gets that clearance. Jeans. He manages to find it way through towards Vonk. And Malcolm, but Murray's there. Leddington. That's picked up by Vonk. And Butterworth trying to put pressure on Walker. It's out here to Leddingham. Brown. Butterworth. That's one for Walker to chase, but Blaine's over there. Now Murray trying to put pressure on. So for your Braves, the lineups are still Ingle, number 75, Kyle King, 2, Jack Brown, 3, Robbie Stewart, 5, John Guthrie, 6, Dan Martins, 7, Zach Butterworth, 9, Ross McNeil, 14, Ryan Murray, 18, Don McMahon, 19, Ewan Devaney, and number 20, Lennon Walker. Down the right hand side again, looking for Butterworth to stretch his legs. Butterworth trying to put pressure on. That's comfortably seen out by Ewan Walker though. Just asked a little bit too much. Is that Butterworth there? We know he's got plenty of pace, but just a little bit too much on that from Jack Brown. Stewart. He gets in front of his man and a little bit of pullback from Thomas Vonk. Referee just wanting a word with the number 19 there. Not too much in it, just a little grab of the Braves player as he made his way forward. I say hopefully the sound is working fine now. Guthrie. And Martins. Jack Brown with a bit of strapping around that right leg and picked it up at half time. Murray, that's a lovely attempted ball by Murray there, but just too straight for Ewan Devaney to run onto as he looked to go round the outside of Alex Jeans. Now Sutherland, McNeil trying to put pressure on. Moffat, oh lovely turn from Moffat. Jack Brown just getting a wee bit too tight on the number 10 there and he spun him. I'm sure what Ricky would want to see from his Braves team is, you know, when you're 10 men, you move that ball quickly, try and stretch the pitch as wide as you can. Just try and create the space for players to run into. Now Devaney. Back to Martins. Now Moffat trying to put pressure on. Jeans there now. Heel looking for some movement ahead of him. I hear to Vonk. And Devaney across. University certainly shown that they're not going to be passive in the second half. Certainly looking to have a say in the Braves' final third. Let me see if University looking to line up a long throw in here from Ewan Walker. He sends that towards that near post. Devaney's there though. Walker get onto that. He does indeed. Muddy to Walker. Oh, Walker just tried to take down the outside of the right foot, but Brown and McNeil. He's got Lennon Walker in behind. Walker with the pace. Look at that turn of pace from Walker. Walker gets a shot off and just wide. That blistering pace from Lennon Walker. The University player's not able to keep up with him. He gave the centre half a good 2-3 yards there and was still able to make up that distance. It just shows you that pace that Lennon brings, that attacking threat. Just couldn't find the corner of the net, as we've seen him do so many times this season, Lennon Walker. Martins. Walker again. He's got Murray. He's got Devaney out on this left-hand side. Devaney. Look at the go round outside of Jeans. Jeans doing very well though, number 8 for the University. Standing his ground shoulder to shoulder. And winning his side of throwing. Martins. Stewart. Back now with Robbie Stewart. Moffat looking to put a wee bit of pressure on. You see the Braves just trying to move the ball around, trying to pull these Stirling University players out of position. Murray. That's one for Lennon Walker. Chase. That's almost a delicious ball from Ryan Murray there. Just half a yard too much pace on it. Robbie Stewart just penalised there, just leaning into the back of Finlay Moffat. The referee feeling he's a little bit too physical at that one. The University will look to maximise these dead ball situations as much as they can. The University getting some territory now. Out on that far side of the pitch. You see another long one from Ewan Walker. It's going to go short to Moffat. Moffat trying to bring that under his control. Nice little spin. He gets that shot off. Oh, and that's not far away from Finlay Moffat. Lovely little spin and then just a snapshot from Moffat. Not far away at all. As the University showing that they've got plenty of threat left in them, and Moffat being the key factor within that. Braves' point of view, what we don't want to see is that tempo drop. I'm sure the layoff by McNeil not finding this mark and giving encouragement to the University. That's through Vonk. Vonk trying to get out onto his left foot, get that shot off. It's now with Trotter. Letting him. And Moffat looking to spin in behind Robbie Stewart. Neil. Devaney now. The Braves trying to play their way out. McNeil. Devaney looking to send that one long. That's a comfortable one though, but it'll be picked up by Butterworth. Butterworth, he's got Brown on his outside. He uses Jack Brown. That's picked up by Neil. Heel. He just turns away from Butterworth. Support from Malcolm. Walker looking for the run of Malcolm, but that's out of play from Ewan Walker. And a wee hint of activity down on the University bench below us. As Chris Geddes looks to shuffle his pack a little bit. It looks like it's going to be Jay Barnes that comes on in the next stoppage of play. Butterworth and Walker tangling. Again looking for Moffat. Moffat gets himself in front of Dan Martins. Well, Martins, though, fighting back, manages to pick his pocket. Blaine. And Butterworth trying to put him under pressure. Walker there trying to cut off the passing angle. He does pick up that loose ball. McNeil's taken out, but his referee's playing advantage. Devaney down his left hand side. Devaney looking to get it in towards the box. He plays that in towards the penalty spot, but there was no one there. It's where you would normally see Ross McNeil just lurking to get a shot away, but Ross had been nudged off the ball. Jeans. Vonk trying to put him around the outside of Devaney. Jeans. Devaney unceremoniously clearing his lines. And hopefully not towards my car in the car park. We are indeed going to see a substitution. And it is Jay Burns, number 15, that's going to be coming on. And coming off, apologies, as soon as I get a chance to see the number. So Jay Burns coming on. And it is James Malcolm coming off. So number 7 there, James Malcolm coming off. It certainly proved as a willing runner for the university, bursting through from that midfield. But university coach Chris Geddes just looking to reshuffle his pack a little bit as Burns tries to get himself into the game. McMahon feeding that one down the line. Lennon Walker going to that first. He does indeed. And Lewis Blaine's going to see a yellow card in on the back of Lennon Walker. And Martins. McMahon, he's got Butterworth on the outside. Butterworth, Walker in front of him, tries to cut it back to Lennon Walker. Butterworth, try to get towards the byline. Nice to stand that one up, and Jeans is there. McNeil. Devaney cutting round the outside, tries to feed that across the 6-yard box, and he does, but cleared away. Guthrie finds Brown. And Butterworth again, just trying to tease Ewan Walker. That's a foul against Jack Brown in the corner. It's a Stirling University midfielder. Just get his heel, just getting his, as I always say, his body in between the player and the ball. And just a little reminder for everyone who can't make it over for Owners Weekend, if you do check your emails, check your spam, check your various different folders. There was an email came around from the club with an opportunity to submit some questions for both Chris and for Ricky Waddle for the Q&A session on Friday night at the Social Hub. And for people who are flying over, don't forget that there is the event on the Friday as well as the game day on Saturday and the Players Awards afterwards at the Drygate. Now McNeil, he's got Murray making the run, but I think he's not put enough on that for Ryan Murray. The referee just blocking Ross's path a little bit there. Wasn't able to get the ball away. McMahon trying to skip through. That's picked up by Blaine. Lewis Blaine trying to run that out of defence. Right, big centre half keeps going. And Guthrie's there challenging with Moffat. Certainly been an even second half so far. We're about 15 minutes into the game. You wouldn't tell that the University are down to 10 men the way that the game has gone. They've certainly not sat back. They're looking to attack as much as they possibly can. Obviously feeling that they can get at this Braves back line. That's one for McNeil, but again, Sutherland out there, just not quite enough on the ball that time for McNeil. As Murray looks to win that, Murray flicks it around the outside of Jeans, but that ball's just gone out of play. And Murray in with a challenge. Devaney towards McNeil. Burns in there challenging with McMahon and Guthrie. Guthrie coming away with it. Now Butterworth. Butterworth trying to go past Walker again, but the defender's done enough there. And Butterworth just a little touch of control lost there. And that ball's going to go out for a goal kick. A bit more of a bench today for the Braves outside of the limited players that were available on Saturday at Bonnyrigg, with the likes of the McLaren brothers, Bright Prince and Gravin Kalala back on there. Stewart again winning that first header. Blaine. Martin's with time, but he just sends that one forward. It's going to be a difficult night for Lenny if he's dealing with that kind of ball up against Lewis Blaine. Good few inches away from him. It's over towards Burns. Burns trying to get him, but Guthrie covering from centre midfield. He's managed to get a deflection off of Jay Burns, and that's out for a goal kick. But again, Stirling Uni just showing the ability to get in behind that Braves back line. And Guthrie tracking all the way from midfield. McNeil trying to feed that one out towards Butterworth. McMahon just sending that one down the line. Guthrie trying to step in, but Moffat just turns Guthrie. Moffat now, Martins. Damn, Martins there just getting himself there. McNeil, he's tussling away. That's Ewan Walker. I would certainly suggest that the University have had the better of the second half so far. As Devaney looks to push forward. Lending him there. Sends away. Chris Gedda shouting at his team to make sure they keep their concentration. I think out of the two managers, Chris Gedda will probably be the happier from what he's seen in the second half. And his substitution in Jay Burns coming very close to getting him behind the Braves back line. Now Walker, he's got Blaine with him, Lennon Walker. Murray, and that's came off of Murray. You see Ryan Murray just try to whip that in first time, but coming off the top of his foot in his instep as he tried to whip that round. Right, we see a little bit more activity from the university as well in terms of the substitutes bench. And it looks like we're going to see Archie Gibson coming on, number 16. And I think that is going to be Thomas Vonk coming off potentially. It's a good solid game, Thomas Vonk. He's used the ball well. He's always been a nuisance. A powerful run-in as well. Caused plenty of problems for that back line. In fact, it is not. It's Liam Trotter who has come off. I stand by the statement about Thomas Vonk. Haven't had a good game so far, but it's a central midfield replacement. Trotter and Archie Gibson on now. And in my own defence, the two young lads are quite similar in height and have a very similar haircut in terms of Thomas Vonk and Liam Trotter. Neil tries to turn that in. Butterworth challenging for it. He's going to get there. He's got Devaney out on this left hand side. And keeps that ball ahead of him so Ewan Devaney can run onto it. Jeans is back and get his foot onto that. The key thing there from Butterworth is when he played that ball, he played it in front of Ewan Devaney so the defender could run onto it and drive him into the box. A ball like that from Butterworth, you're basically telling where you want your defender to be running. Devaney sends it in towards that back post. That was Jack Brown that was jumping there, but just too high. Heel up at Butterworth. Now Blaine. Lewis Blaine again trying to run the ball out from. Oh, a little drive back and he'll pick up the free kick. A willing runner out of the centre half position in Lewis Blaine there. And a little drag back thrown into the mix as well. That's floated in, but Robbie Stewart covering in behind Dan Martins. Now Lennon Walker with a bit of time. Walker, he's got heel coming across. He finds McNeil. McNeil, no support up with him. Butterworth. Robbie Stewart. Devaney trying to direct the traffic ahead of him. Guthrie takes over. McMahon. Now Butterworth. You see Butterworth running at Walker once again. Into the box. Little step over. He's tried to reverse that one in, but cleared at the near post. Lennon Walker was there ready to pounce, but a good contact by the defender. And that'll be out for a corner kick. Still 1-0 to the Braves here at Forthbank Stadium. As we move into about the 70-minute mark. The better of the opportunities, I would suggest, coming from the university in the second half. Managing to get in behind a couple of times.
Thomas!
I'll be swung in. Left foot deep towards that back post. McNeil's there. Murray. Guthrie's got Robbie Stewart as the spare man. He's looking to find Murray. Guthrie looking for movement ahead of him. Now Devaney. That's a loose one from Devaney. Can McMahon win that one back against Burns? He does. Guthrie. McMahon looking for one over the top for Walker. Lennon Walker just loses his foot in there. Devaney towards the back post. And be picked up by Butterworth. And Butterworth. This time he had Heel out there with him. And that came off of the Braves player. Now for a throw in. University still in. Brown. That's back now with Jack Brown. He's got a little bit of time on the ball. Butterworth. It's all quite tight out there on that right hand side, but a little triangle just gets the Braves out of that area. Now Murray. Devaney. Devaney just losing control there, but picked up by McNeil. McNeil trying to get onto his right foot. McNeil, he'll find that top corner. Ross McNeil. A little break of the ball onto the right foot, and Ross McNeil makes no mistake finding the top corner. Absolutely nothing Alex Sutherland could do. And the Braves huffed and puffed a little bit in the second half, but that second goal hopefully giving them a little bit of breathing room now. Lovely composed finish from Ross McNeil. Just bending it round, the keeper having no chance up into that postage stamp corner. And I've put one on a plate for Lennon Walker in the first half. Ross McNeil manages to add to his goal tally in the second. That goal coming from the Braves moving the ball from the right hand side to the left hand side. Just trying to, as I say, keep that ball moving, work the University players. And a little break of the ball, but Ross McNeil making no mistake. And Murray looking for an early one over the top. That's touched on by Blaine. Butterworth's interested, but Walker's there to clear that away. That's in towards McNeil, but Blaine gets his head onto it. Devaney, can he get that out of his feet? He can't. Heel's there. Heel moves that forward. Guthrie's there to block Moffat's pass. Murray. You feel if the Braves can just up the tempo a little bit, there might be another goal or two in here. The last 15 or so minutes of this game. Butterworth finds McNeil. McNeil looking for Walker, but Lennon Walker not quite on the same page. Blaine. Is he off on another one of those runs? The big centre half. Stewart. Can Murray bring that one down? He does. Just try to juggle it up towards Robbie Stewart. A little bit rushed there from Dan Martins, but Gibson. Now Walker. Ewan Walker for the University. Heel. Just trying to feed that one through towards Vonk, but Robbie Stewart's there. He's going to be able to shepherd that one out. He does indeed.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
I just like to appeal.
Yeah, you certainly did.
Guthrie. Now Martins, Moffat, try to put him under a bit of pressure. Brown. McNeil, have a loose touch. Heel's going to try and pick that up. He does. Heel. Murray's just blocking that pass lane now. McMahon. He's got options. Murray. Devaney just trying to skip in between two. Murray. Walker out towards Devaney. He just manages to keep that one in. Lennon Walker just losing his foot in there, but Ryan Murray's in. And then three Braves players all think each other's going for it. Gibson. And that's going to be a free kick against Ryan Murray. I think we're going to see a yellow card for the Braves number 14. I think a little bit of frustration there from Murray. Jeans. This one's short. Moffat. Robbie Stewart tracking him all the way out and coming away with the ball. Brown. He's got Butterworth on his outside. Butterworth with Walker backing up. Butterworth just checks back. Brown looking to send that one in. Now Lennon Walker try to touch in turn, but letting him is there. Walker, he manages to squeeze that one through. Butterworth's going to pick that up left-footed. That's taking a deflection and Sutherland down at his near post. That ball's still in play. I know, is the referee going to give? He's gone for a corner kick. That was a shout for a penalty. As we see one or two players down from each side. I think we got Ben Heel down from a University point of view. Some of the players just taking on a little bit of fluid while the game's stopped. And I will do my final reminder of the game for everybody who's not able to make it over for Owners Weekend. Please check your emails, check your spam folders, your various different folders. There should be an email in there from the club giving you the opportunity to register some questions that can be posed to either Ricky Waddle or Christopher Ewan for the Q&A session on the Friday night, which will be recorded and made available for everybody to see. So you will obviously see the answers to your questions. So I think you've got an opportunity until tomorrow night to get those questions in, so please have a look. And if you do want to put anything to either the coach or a founding owner, We're just a little pause in the game still as Ben Hill receives a bit of treatment. We see a few of the substitutes from Braves out warming up. Ricky Waddle yet to go to his bench. I think we're going to see a double substitution from the University. Hopefully the University number 5 is okay. But we are going to see this double substitution. We're going to see Sam Martin and Nathan Talon coming on. I would imagine one of those is going to be in replacement for Ben Hill. I don't want to tempt fate again, but potentially. And that's him. Dan Martin's in there challenging, but that's wait. As I said, I don't want to tempt fate, but I am going to say that Thomas Funk has come off, and not for the second time in this game. I mean, mistaking him for Liam Trotter, but Thomas Funk is one of those changes that has been made. And as I say, I assume Ben Hill being that other change. So that'll be Sam Martin and Nathan Talon on, and Thomas Funk and Ben Hill off for the University. Now Butterworth try to find Walker. Walker managed to skip past Blaine. Walker opening up those legs past Lennon Walker, and he's found that bomb in the net. Lennon Walker. Again, that electric pace from Lenny. As soon as he gets half a yard on the defence, they're not going to catch him. And this time, he's found the bottom corner of the net. No mistake from Lennon Walker that time. And that puts the Braves 3-0 up here at Forthbank. I think we might see Ricky Waddle go to his bench for the first time in this game. And just for Hunter Ekval, I think we're going to see the McLaren effect coming on. Hunter, I know you're travelling. I don't know whether you'll see this or not. But the full McLaren effect is about to enter the frame. And we're going to see Lennon Walker and Zach Butterworth coming off for Connor McLaren and Reg McLaren. Of course, Reg can't try to come back from a horrendous injury this season. He's only managed to play a few minutes in the last few games. He has managed to get himself on the score sheet and make quite a nuisance of himself in the limited minutes that he's had. Letting him. And he's got long again. Robbie Stewart's there to get that first contact. Done really well at that, Robbie, this game. And Devaney in. But Martin. Now Devaney. Some grass ahead of him. He's there to play that one looking for Reg. And Devaney. Murray gets a touch onto that. McNeil. Now Devaney. McNeil, he's got time to turn. McNeil. I just couldn't get outside now. Murray finds McLaren. Reg McLaren. Devaney, he's going to whip that one in. He's found Connor McLaren. He's trying to touch it to Reg. Reg McLaren. Oh! Almost. Alex Sutherland there just across his left hand side. As Reg McLaren try to find the corner of the net. Just couldn't quite get the direction on it. This time Sutherland out quickly, just at the feet of McLaren. Martin, nice little body shimmy there to lose McNeil. This one for Walker. Walker, he sends that one in. Moffat is going to be free if he can get his shot away on his left foot. He's trying to bend that one towards the top corner, but it's off. Ryan Money and out inside. Just took that split second too long there. Finn Moffat. And Ryan Money was able to get himself across and block block the angle. Braves back line need to stay focused for these last few minutes. I'm sure all of them would love to take a clean sheet away from Forthbank. There's been a bit of an issue in the last few games, conceding late goals. King trying to get onto that, but and that's deflected off. Fired goalward by Nathan Talent, but it's deflected up and over the goal, and that'll be out for another corner kick. As I say about that focus in terms of the Braves losing late goals, we saw that obviously at Bonnyrigg and we saw it against Broxburn. As we move to the final few minutes of the game here. Nice comfortable 3-0 lead for the Braves. Just need to remain focused. Devaney. I always do love the look of shock on footballers when the call goes against them, even though it was clearly a header that had gone out of play. Brown. McLaren. Connor McLaren, that is. Again, that out ball to Devaney. He's got plenty of space. And he's got Reg McLaren on the outside of him, but he's looking for McNeil at the back post. Walker just gets his head onto that. And Guthrie. Braves just need to control the last few minutes of this game. 3-0 lead. They don't need to be pushing too much, committing too many bodies forward. Attempted spin and a shout from down on the bench. Martins. And Brown. That's one for McNeil to chase. Sutherland's trying to come across. He's got that just on the edge of his box. It's a big centre half. Blaine continuing his run forward this time. It's going to be out of play. Just overrun there by Sam Martin as Lewis Blaine starts his trek back. Murray look to send this one long, eat up the clock a little bit. McLaren, a tussle there with Ledingham. Blaine across. Now Guthrie trying to make use of himself, breaks to Conor McLaren to McNeil. McNeil side steps. McNeil right foot. And again Sutherland down to his left hand side. Just didn't quite have the power to beat young Alex Sutherland there from Ross McNeil. It was a good opportunity though. Worked it well, Ross. Just found a little sidestep round the defender to open that angle up. Now Martin looking to try and find Walker, but that's in between Walker and the fullback. And McLaren. That's going to be a little bit short there from Conor McLaren. Murray trying to track back. Moffat looking for some support. He's got young Walker out on that far side if he can see him. He comes back towards Jeans. Jeans looking to feed out to, but Robbie Stewart's there. Now McLaren, Conor McLaren. He's got Reg. Reg McLaren trying to take Blaine on the outside. Just out muscling the defender there and picking up a throw-in. Ever willing runner, Reg McLaren, as always. And we're deep into stoppage time now here. And Stirling. Braves with a commanding 3-0 lead. And some superb save that I can certainly recall from Alex Sutherland, keeping that scoreline down. It's always going to be a difficult task for the University, going down to 10 men so early in the game. Murray, he's got a man on. Stewart. McNeil, back to Murray. Murray looking for Robbie Stewart. Robbie Stewart in the box. He looks to square it. McLaren. How many touches? Reg, and he's found the corner of the net. Reg McLaren off the run of Robbie Stewart there, just breaking forward, breaking the lines. And a lovely bit of play from the Braves. I must admit I was a wee bit worried there that Reg was taking a bit long over that one. But he's found the corner of the net. And certainly for the first 25-30 minutes of the second half, University put in a really good shift and potentially creating the better of the opportunities, but the Braves managing to find the back of the net as the second half went on. Just moving the ball quickly and then players breaking the lines like we saw Robbie Stewart doing right there. And it is 4-0 here, Forthbank Stadium, and the Braves pick up all 3 points. Always nice to see different scorers as well. So, I say a big, massive thank you to everybody who's joined us this evening, and apologies for the sound issues that we had in the first half. I hope everybody enjoyed the game. Everybody who's about to travel or who is travelling, I hope everybody has a safe and pleasant journey. I hope the airports are not too bad and security's grand. Part of me kind of hopes Hunter gets stopped and heavily checked, but that's just for my own amusement. Please remember, if you're not able to make it through, do look at your emails, get your questions in. The whole Friday night Q&A will be filmed and it'll be put out online, so you'll be able to see the responses. But apart from that, I'm going to wish everybody a really pleasant evening, and I know I'll see a lot of you very soon, and we'll look forward to the weekend. Thank you very much, all.